I know it came as a surprise to him when they called him and said, hey, we're going to name you as captain for the Ryder Cup at Bethpage. I'm sure he called you there pretty quickly afterwards. What was your thought when he called and told you this news?
Yeah, it was funny. It was, obviously the tournament in Hartford had finished on the Sunday, and I think we had 2 weeks off. He was driving home to his he's got a summer house up in Boston, Newburyport, I think. And he messaged me the Monday morning. I got up at 7 a.m. and I had a text already from him saying, we text back and forth a lot, but we've been on the road for like 4 weeks. It was weird to have it, straight away the next morning. Well, the text said, call me. I need to speak to you. And I'm like, oh, what did I do? What did I do last week that's getting me fired today? What did I do? And so I pick up the phone immediately, call him. I'm like, hey, is everything all right? And he's like, you're not going to believe this. And he tells me that they want him as the Ryder Cup captain. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was shocked at first. And then I was like emotional. Like I was almost crying because I know how much it means to him, how much not being on the team last year meant to him. It was just like this whirlwind of emotions. And I'm sitting there kind of like, I'm pretty sure I was crying a little bit. I'm a little bit of a sap when push comes to shove, but I know how hard he works, and I care for him as a boss, as a friend. And he let me know, and I was like, well, are you going to do it? Like, what? You got to do it, right? You're Captain America, Bethpage. You went to school there, so it was just a bizarre. And then I had to keep my mouth shut for I think 10 to 14 days. He's like, don't tell anybody. And I'm like, I didn't tell a soul. And that was hard to do. But yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Well, you obviously got that call, which was the good news, but I want to go back to last year when he didn't get the call for the Ryder Cup, when he got the call from Zach Johnson saying he wasn't going to be on the team. What was that phone call like to let you know, hey, we're not going to Rome?
Yeah, that one wasn't as fun. That was he had texted me and said, well, we're not going. He didn't even call me. He was so jacked up. I don't even think he could do anything, say anything. He thought he had said for the first time ever, like he never let himself go there, that he was on the team. He was like, I've got to earn my way. I've got to, I'm not on the team. I'm not, unless I earn my way on there. And finally he had said when the Netflix crew showed up at his door, he let himself go there for the first time. And they obviously, it didn't work out. They weren't going to give him the good news. They were going to give him the bad news. And then I guess, the emotions flooded out. But yeah, he just texted me. We were bummed. We didn't really speak. We just text back and forth. I think he was literally too emotional to even pick up the phone and speak to me about it. So yeah, that was a bit of a disappointment. Obviously, that we stewed over that one for a while. Even I did. I wouldn't even imagine how he felt. The emotions of letting himself get there, I think, was like took its toll on him, so to speak. So it was not a fun time for sure, but obviously, looking back at it, everything happened for a reason and things like that. So very fortunate the way, things have played out. And I think it's helped his image, and people see what kind of person is. I don't think it's definitely helped his image. People see how authentic and what kind of person he is. So, things happen for a reason. Keegan and I always use this Chinese farmer quote, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but it's this famous proverb, and that was our motto. It's happened for a reason, and we'll figure it out, and next foot forward and see what happens.